So now we're going to do some rooftop units. This is probably the thing most of you are most used to, including myself. This is right in our wheelhouse. So I highly recommend, again, being methodical, taking clear photos cannot be stressed enough on this project. If you stay methodical and take clear photos, we're 90% of the way towards success. So as part of that, I got my bearings around the roof, and I'm starting with RTU 1. I mean, you don't have to, but it certainly doesn't hurt if you can do these things in order, as long as, assuming that they've been sequenced and somewhat logically around the roof, and I'm not walking around with these things. So that's the case here. This is RTU 1, so I'm going to enter this asset. I know you're not going to be able to see this too clearly, but again, this is roof HVAC. The asset type is a rooftop unit. It defaults location roof. It has a little bit of intelligence in the software. The area served here is just sales. You know, call this sales, it's the whole store. Now it wants me to take a photo, so I'm going to start clicking the photo box. There's my overall rooftop unit 1. Use photo. For the second photo, I like that to be the asset tag, which is over here. So they're actually using this slightly odd nomenclature of RTU1 HP1, probably for heat pump. That'll all be sorted out on the back end. Your job is to just enter this into the field. So use photo. Then I'm going to come over here to the data tag right here. And this is where it is very important that you take a photo that is very clear for you to read later, or even worse, well, not worse, or that someone else will be able to read. So you got to get that whole photo. If you have to take this photo in 2 pieces, that's totally fine. In my camera, this is showing up pretty clearly. And I got it. And I'm looking at it. Everything looks pretty clear. Use photo. When I look at the view, I'm zooming in. All that stuff is crisp, clear, and readable. I'm going to be okay. Here's the thing to note. Again, taking advantage of barcodes whenever you see them. I am noticing that the model number, the serial number here, 5610K, is barcoded right down here. This is a Lennox unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this in. You'll note there's 2 barcodes here. This other one is for the component number. I don't want that to interfere with my scan. So a little trick here is I'm going to hold a business card in front of that one scan. And then I'm going to go to, I'm doing the serial number. I'm going to click that button with my left thumb, and boom, it went in. 3S5610K, blah, 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 4766, right there, I'm good. Now the target tag, that's actually inside the unit. So look at this whole unit here. Look for what looks like where the compressor is going to be, and this kind of comes with experience, but in this case, it tends to be where the main tag is. So you get that nice, pretty logo for Lennox. It's probably in this compartment. And on these newer units, you're going to get these nice handles. Can't promise that's always the case. You might have to remove a hexagonal nut or 2. But in this one, we've got nice handles. Put those in the up position. And there's the compressor. And more importantly, here's the target tag. So that's the thing I was looking for. I go to the target tag on the tool here, click the green scan button, pointed at that right there, and I just check the last 3 or 4 digits, 650, 650. We're good. Close this back up. I know I'm going to be able to enter all my data later from the photos, but what I don't want to forget is my conditional data points and the condition matrix down here. So this unit does not have an energy recovery ventilator. Brett's videos will show that, so I'm going to hit no. This is an air-cooled unit. Air-cooled is going to be the case the vast majority of the time. If you don't see cooling towers, some kind of water coolant loop. You're seeing standard fins here. This is how the heat rejection process is working. Air is cooling this. So I hit yes for air cooled, no for water cooled. The fin conditions here. And at first glance at this, I would say it might be fair because it's not all that smashed up. But the closer I look at this, we have some missing fins here, a damaged area in this corner, some damage down here. I might go as far as to call this poor condition. And the cabinet itself appears fair. One thing you want to do, or at least one thing I highly encourage in the field, is to get the asset tag in there. Don't stand here entering all the data points. But do get RTU1. It's going to make things a lot easier down the line. Okay, that's good.